Hey everyone, and welcome back. For a long time, I relied heavily on tools like ChatGPT for work, but recently I have almost completely switched to a new, incredibly powerful, and free AI tool from Google that has become one of my absolute favorites. I'm talking about NotebookLM. Imagine an AI that doesn't just pull information from the vast internet, but becomes an expert specifically on your documents, your research, your content. That is NotebookLM. Last week, I fed it four lengthy PDFs about an educational research that had over 100 pages, and it generated a custom AI podcast that I listened to on my commute. Even Spotify used NotebookLM to power their AI heavy wrapped experience this year. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what NotebookLM is, why I think it's a game changer, and walk you through its best features. Essentially, 13 powerful tips to help you go from beginner to pro and leverage this for your business, education, investments, or just personal productivity. First thing first, let's get you set up. Head over to notebooklm.google.com. I'll put a link in the description. You will see a quick welcome pop-up and make sure you are signed in with your Google account. That's how it saves all your work inside NotebookLM. Now, the core idea here is creating notebooks. Each notebook is like a dedicated workspace for a specific project or topic. This brings us to the first and most fundamental tip. NotebookLM is built around your sources and it can handle a massive variety. You can upload PDFs, text files, markdown documents, connect to Google Drive for docs and slides, paste in text directly, or even link to websites and YouTube videos. And one of my favorites is that it can process audio files like MP3s, transcribing them for analysis. You can upload up to 50 sources per notebook. For this example, I'm uploading some PDFs about educational research. Tip number 2, ask specific questions and get sourced answers. Once your sources are loaded, you can start asking questions in the chat box at the bottom. Think of it like a super powered control app, but way smarter. If I ask, how has technology evolved in higher education? Then it will generate output like this. It not only gives me an answer based solely on the documents I provided, but look at this. It shows citations. These numbers link directly to the exact passages in your source documents where it found the information. This is incredibly useful for verifying information and diving deeper, far beyond what a simple keyword search could do. Okay. Now let's look at tip number 3. Generate an instant AI podcast. This is one of my favorite features. With your sources loaded, you can instantly generate an AI hosted podcast discussing the material. On the right, under audio overview, just hit generate. Now it will generate a custom built podcast based on the sources that you have provided. For these 3 PDFs, it has generated a surprisingly long podcast. The voices are quite natural. You can even change playback speed or download the audio. This is fantastic for digesting long documents while you are commuting or multitasking. Tip number 4, customize your podcast for deeper dives. But it gets better. You don't just have to take the generic podcast, you can customize it. Let's create a new notebook. This time I will upload some documents about building a tiny home. Now, instead of just hitting generate for the podcast, I will click customize. Here you can tell the AI what to focus on. You can ask it to target a specific audience, cover a particular chapter, or address a specific question. For example, I could type, "You are my advisor. You have built many tiny homes and I'm building my first. I have a lot of construction experience. So don't waste time explaining simple subjects. Aim to answer the overall questions of how much time and money does it take to build a tiny house by yourself in southern North Carolina." This level of customizations transforms it from a summary tool into a true conversational partner based on your specific needs and the information you have provided. Beyond podcasts, NotebookLM offers other powerful ways to interact with your sources using the notebook guide options. Tip number 5, create a study guide instantly. If you're learning a new topic or studying for an exam, upload your textbook chapters or notes and click study guide. It will generate a quiz with questions based on the material, and even provide an answer key. This is perfect for testing your comprehension. Tip number 6, generate a timeline of events for historical documents, project plans, or anything with a chronological element. Click Timeline. NotebookLM will extract key events and dates and organize them for you. Now, tip number 7, create a briefing doc. Need to get someone up to speed quickly, or create a concise summary of a project for a manager. Upload your relevant files and click Briefing Doc. It will distill the key information into an easy to digest format. This is excellent for onboarding new team members while in the new company. Tip number 8, manage and combine your insights with notes. As you work, NotebookLM creates these notes, whether it is a study guide, a timeline, or a saved response to a questions you asked. You can also create your own written notes. What's really powerful is that you can select multiple notes and then choose to summarize them, suggest related ideas, create a new study guide from those specific notes, create an outline, or even combine them into a single new note. This allows you to iteratively build understanding and synthesize new information. What's really powerful is that you can select multiple notes and then choose to summarize them, suggest related ideas, create a new study guide from those specific notes, create an outline, or even combine them into a single new note. This allows you to iteratively build understanding and synthesize information. Tip number 9, analyze your own presentation and calls. This is a fantastic business application. Upload transcripts of your sales calls, presentations, or even your own audio recordings. Then ask NotebookLM to analyze language patterns, consistency, or overall messaging. It can help you identify worked in successful calls versus unsuccessful ones, or find areas for improvements in your delivery. Tip number 10, understand complex code for developers. You can upload code files, and NotebookLM can help explain complex sections, summarize project structures, or even help you add comments and documentation. Tip number 11, support decision-making and personal reflections. Think outside the box. I've seen people upload journal entries and ask NotebookLM to create a podcast reflecting on their thoughts, helping them process emotions or see patterns. It can be a unique tool for self-reflection, or even to help you weigh options for a big decisions by having it discuss the pros and cons based on materials you provide. Now, a quick update. NotebookLM is evolving rapidly. Since I first started outlining this video, Google has already pushed some changes. Tip 12, use with caution and best practices. Finally, a couple of important caveats. Google has a history of discontinuing products. So while NotebookLM is incredibly powerful, if you generate something critical, like a perfectly summarized briefing document, I would recommend downloading it or saving the text elsewhere, just in case. Also remember, this is a tool to augment your thinking, not to replace it. Always double check critical information. On privacy, Google states that your source data in NotebookLM is not used to train their generative AI models, which is a key point. So that's a deep dive into Google NotebookLM, from turning dense documents into digestible podcasts to creating study guides, timelines, and custom briefing docs. It's an incredibly versatile and free tool that truly helps you think smarter, not harder, by leveraging your own information. I highly encourage you to give it a try. How do you plan on using NotebookLM? Let me know your idea in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on leveraging AI for productivity.